Testing out the GhostTube Sls app at the old Benton County Jail. I expect similar performance at the theater using the new phone. Not seeing anybody here of this world or other worlds. A little dust. I'm going to check this out in a couple locations here. In the basement of the jail. And then in the old cells. Well, these are the old cells. Rumored to have been a place that prisoners who wouldn't talk would get some old-time justice and tortured a bit. So now I'm just using the GhostTube app. This does not have the SLS feature, but it is said to be able to pick up communications from the spirit world. If there's somebody down here in the old cells with me that you'd like to say something just touched my hair. Might have been the pipe. I'm not very tall though, so it may not have been. The rumor is that this is a location that if you didn't talk or you didn't cooperate, they would bring you down and implement a little bit of old-time justice. Is there anybody down here with me that would like to speak through this device or come close and make this sound? Oh, it didn't work. Okay. All right. So I need to work on that one. It's supposed to react to somebody getting too close to the sensor, but maybe the newer phones are different. This is a Samsung S20 Galaxy Fan Edition. So it's very possible it has a different way of interacting. We'll take a shortcut through this old cell. Again, if anybody would like to say anything, I can catch your audio like a regular recorder, or you can actually make words. You're supposed to be able to make words come through this device. For those that are in the orb dust, I don't know, difference? Dust. That's a lot of dust. What's your name? If you hear heavy breathing or breathing in the background, that's me. Show yourself. Yes, I'm right here. The app said show yourself. Slave. Fowler was formed after the Civil War. Now, I don't know if this means anything, but my great-great-grandmother was a slave, born a slave. She was born into slavery. Her many generations prior may or may not be related. That vibrating sound you just heard was my notification of email. So I'm going to put us on Do Not Disturb. See if that helps. Are you talking about someone that was here that was a slave once? Or are you talking about me and my slave ancestry? It's a very small part of my ancestry. My great-great-grandmother was born a slave. Not small in like her life and her family, but the majority of my background is Anglo. Actually, more Saxon than Anglo. All right, we'll go back through where we just went, where we tried the SLS, and see if we can get anything else. So the app said show yourself and slave. This is an area where we have gotten growls. We've captured some solid EVPs. knocks, footsteps above. Is there anybody here with me in this location? If you are, this recorder can hear your words. It can capture your movement if you move in front of the camera. And in theory, you should be able to speak. Who is he? Who is who? Me? Or is there a he here with me? The app said, who is he? Sorry, that's going to look really bad on statue. I don't know if there's a statue in this building. Nothing that I'm familiar with. That was me sniffling. All right, we're going to go upstairs. And back to the most recently active cells. 1997 was when they were last in use. Is there anyone here with me? If so, if you want to step in front of the camera, see if we can get a full body apparition, that would be the Holy Grail, right? If not, a shadow, or say something, or clang a door. You should also be able to speak through this device. Go to the other side. Is there anybody down this hallway? Okay, I heard a noise in the other row of cells, but I think it was just a car door outside. I'm going to check on the padded cell. Well, I don't know why that door is closed, but it is. Somebody probably just left it closed. Somebody being me. Cemetery? Spirit. We are not near a cemetery. I would assume if there's anyone here with me, it's a spirit. This is the cell that Jacob Nelling occupied the night he was dragged from the jail and lynched for the brutal murder of a 15-year-old girl through strangulation and a pocket knife. Pretty cold-blooded. He was a Civil War veteran, so it's very possible he had PTSD. But that's no consolation to the family who lost their daughter. All right, we're going to stop and switch over to the SLS camera. Is there anybody here with me? Jacob, are you in there? This third cell is one we've had a couple of growls captured. All right, we're on the SLS side of the GhostTube app. It's actually a separate app, but you can connect back and forth between the two by pushing a person button, a person icon. Just trying to see if we can capture any kind of stick figure here in the jail. We have to stop and start the recording. Now, trying to see if it would map prison uniform, jail uniform. There's another one back here. Should, I would think, possibly do that. Do that from inside the padded cell, which is probably the right place for me. No. Is there anybody up on these stairs that lead up to what was the women's dorm? If you are, show yourself. And you would present on this device as a stick figure. All right, we're switching over to the GhostTube app to see if we can pick up any voices or words. Jack. So we're trying to see if we can get some words channeled through this device, which has sort of a Ovilus ghost box kind of capability. It displays the words and then says the word. Is there a Jack here? That's a car in the background. All right, oh, that's a lot of paint chips. Sure, they're lead-based, so, you know, that's good for me. All right, we're going to go upstairs to the residential space, and see if we get anything up there. Is there anybody upstairs that would like to communicate with us? If so, you can say something, and this will record your words. You can step out in front of us, and this will record you as an image, or you can try and speak through the app. Torturer. Did a torturer live upstairs? One of the former sheriffs? Was that their nickname? All right, we're going to see if we can get any stick figures on this camera going upstairs. Anyone that wants to make themselves known, you can step in front of this camera and it will potentially pick you up and map your presence. Continue on around through the closet that connects this room. We've got shadow figures, movement, and a pretty good interaction one night with a group through the Ghost app, Ghost Box type app, sorry, on this device. All right, now we're upstairs. This is a location where we have gotten shadows, voices, knocks, movement, motion activated devices going off. Is there anyone in here with me? Were you a sheriff? A sheriff's spouse? child who lived in this room, stayed in this room. This particular room, in that particular closet, we heard a voice or two coming out of there, a knock. The neighbor on that side, the west side, said she has seen a woman come to that window in the middle of the night, look out. Is there anybody in here with me who'd like to communicate, knock on a wall, ask me a question? All right, we're going to go one last place and then head back. That knocking sound was a floorboard as I walked. So this is the attic. A very creepy location. I don't know any history of anything that has happened up here. I'm going to pull my hood because there is a bat. And rituals. Okay, what kind of rituals? Were there rituals performed up here? I'm getting a weird vibe because that chair has never faced that direction. And I believe I'm the last person that's been in this attic. I don't know, I could be wrong, but it has always faced toward the stairwell. That breathing is me. Children? Are there children up here?
Worship.
So in a row, I've got rituals, children, and worship.
Where?
I don't know. You tell me where. This is the most words I've gotten since I've been here. Rituals, children, worship, and where? Yeah, like I said, that chair has, I've been doing this almost 2 years now. That chair has never faced that direction. There's a potential one other person has been up here since I have. Another gentleman who has investigated here longer. So it's possible he was here and they moved the chair, but that's just paint. Are there children up here? If so, can you make a noise? Can you laugh, giggle, play? I'm going to switch back over to the SLS camera. So I'm going to go back into this area. If there are children or people here, this camera is designed to map your figure and display on this device in my hand. Lots of poop on the floor. That alone is scary enough. It's probably our resident bat Possibly rats. That means he sleeps up here somewhere. All right, I'm going to go now. I'll give you one last opportunity to make an appearance. I got to watch where I'm walking backwards so I don't fall down the stairs, or I will be haunting this place. Okay, so I'm going to leave now. I'll get you back. I'll let you have your place back. I just wanted to test out the app, and I haven't been here in over a month, which seems like not a very long time, but I've been so used to coming here once a month or twice a month, kind of missing the place. Maybe you're missing me.
What is your name?
Okay, I'm not leaving yet. My name is Dwight. What is your name?
Harold.
Harold? Did you live here, Harold? It says old. Didn't say the word, but the word old displayed. Were you old when you lived here, Harold? Did you die here? I'll stay as long as you need me to, Harold. This is your time. I was not expecting someone to ask my name or respond. Downstairs, I got the word slave. Were you a slave? Slavery was over when this town was established, but doesn't say you couldn't have been born a slave. So the device asked my name. I asked for a name back. I got Harold and old. Before I leave, Harold, do you want to say anything or ask me a question? You already asked what my name was. Any other question? House? Yes. I am in a house. I'm in a jail, but the front part is a house. It's where the family lived. All right, I'm going to go then. Maybe you were just curious as to who I was. It was nice to meet you, Harold. I'm going to go now. I'm wrapping up a quick walkthrough and mini investigation of the old Benton County Jail. I tested out the GhostTube app, the original, and the GhostTube app SLS, and I will say that I didn't have a lot of activity with the SLS, but the problems I had with my old phone are now gone. I don't think it was necessarily the phone itself. Galaxy S7 was very choppy, but after I did a factory restore, it works fine. So it might have just been years of, software buildup, whatever you want to call it. But it works well on that one, but it works better on this device. And whoa, sorry, didn't mean to get you that close to me. But anyway, just wrapping this up, and I'm going to head on back home. I thought we had some pretty good activity, especially in the attic. I got the name Harold. When the device asked, the GhostTube app asked what my name was, I then asked what their name was and got Harold. I don't know any history on a Harold, but I will see what I can find out. Anyway, this was kind of a nice little break in the day, and talk to you soon.